Hello, boys and girls. Welcome. I am Professor Aha. You might be asking how I got my name. Well, I am coming to you today to talk to you about answering and asking questions when we read. And I know when I have questions, sometimes I like to stroke my beard and I like to say, And then when I find the answers, I like to say, aha. And that is how I got my name, Professor Aha. So today we are talking about asking questions and answering questions while we read the stories. Specifically today, we are talking about reading non-fiction. Fiction means fake, so non-fiction means not fake. So we are reading these stories that have real information. They are not made up. And we're going to talk about how we ask questions while we read and then we answer them. So if you look here at my list, I have made a list of things that we should do when we are reading a story. The first thing I would like you to do is to ask questions while you read. You don't have to ask these questions out loud. You can just ask them in your head. If you'd like, you can pretend you have a beard like Professor and you can stroke and say, when you ask the questions in your head. And then I want you to think about what you learned when you read the piece. Did you learn anything new while you were reading? That's important. That's why we read, to learn things. I want you to really think about your questions. If you have questions that your teacher gives you after the story, I want you to really think about them. Don't try to answer them quickly. Really think and put them in your noggin here and think. I want you to look for key words. Sometimes the words in the questions are the same words that are in the story, and that is a good clue. And then when you answer, you're going to ask, does your answer make sense? If it doesn't make sense, why would you put it? We want our answer to make sense. So we're going to practice today with a little story. Over here, it's over here. It is a story about the dogs. I like the dogs. Not everybody likes the dogs, but it is a good story. So this is a non-fiction story. It's going to tell us some facts about dogs. While you are reading, I want you to think about any questions you might have about dogs. What could we learn about dogs? Go ahead, you could pretend to have a beard too. You can stroke it. What can I ask about dogs? What am I learning about dogs while I read this story? Let's take a look. Dogs. Dogs are animals. Many people have dogs to enjoy as pets. Dogs can be big or they can be small. I wonder if dogs can be in between sizes. That's a question I'm asking in my head. No, stroke the beard. They have different kinds of fur. Gee, I wonder what kind of fur dogs can have. Could they be curly? Could it be straight? I don't know. There are so many things to learn about dogs. Wasn't that a lovely story? Now, let's think about these tips. Did you ask questions in your noggin while you were reading? I had questions. I wanted to know, could there be medium-sized dogs? What kind of fur could they have? I had questions in my noggin. I might get answers to these questions. I might not. I might have to wait for another time to get the answers to these questions. We will see. I'm thinking about what I learned. I learned that there's a lot of different kinds of dogs, different kinds of fur, different kinds of sizes, lots of different kinds of dogs. Then we got to the part about the questions. Well, let's take a look at what the question is. The question I have for you today, boys and girls, is this. Why do some people have dogs? Why? Now let's think about that. Was that in the story? First, let's really think about what it is asking us. It's asking us why. Why? Why? That tells me I'm looking for a reason. I'm thinking about what the question is really asking me. Okay, then I'm going to look for the key words. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes the words in the question are some of the same words that are in the story, and that can be a good clue. So we are going to look for clues. I told you, you don't really need to have the binoculars when you look for the clues, but I like to look for them. So let's see. I'm looking for clues. Why do some people have dogs? Let's see. Help me look. Help me look. Okay, I'm looking. I'm looking. Oh, hello, boys. I'm looking. I'm looking. Oh, I see something. Do you see any words that match? Do you see them? I think I do. I see the word people. I see people over here. I see people over here. And I see the word have. And I see the word have. And I see the word dogs. Dogs. People have dogs. People have dogs. I think I found the match. Now, not all of these words are in the story. I don't see the word some. That's not there. But many of the words are the same. That could be a clue. Take a look at it. Make sure it's a clue. Oh, upside down. Let's see. Ah, yes, I think I see the clue. I think I see people have dogs and people have dogs. That is a good clue that might be the answer to my question. Why do some people have dogs? Many people have dogs to enjoy them as pets. That must be my answer. Now let me think. Does my answer make sense? Does it make sense that people would have dogs as pets to enjoy them? Yes, our answer makes sense. So boys and girls, we had our question, our but I think we have found our aha, the answer to our question. People have dogs to enjoy them as pets. We used our keywords to help us find our answer, and now you, just like Professor Aha, are very wise, and you too can ask questions where you read, and then you can answer them. Thank you, boys and girls, for coming to visit me today. Don't forget to stroke your beards.